What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to LUNC Classic Updates. Today we're going to be looking at exactly what CZ, the CEO of Binance, thinks about LUNC and the new LUNC burns. We're also going to be going over all of the updates that you need to know. With that said, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't base any financial decisions on these videos. You'd have to be crazy to do that. Anyway, the market is looking green today. We got GMT as the biggest mover today. Remember, when the market moves like this upwards in an overall bear market, it's potentially an opportunity for short-term gains. Now, these short-term gains could be literally shorting the market, depending on what your risk appetite is and where you have your skills. If you do want to trade both long and short, sign up to KuCoin. The link is down there in my description. You can get up to a $500 bonus just by following that link and making your first deposit. You can then short the likes of GMT if you wanted to. You could long LUNC Classic if that's something you wanted to do, and you can do that all from the same exchange using 1 to 100x leverage. But remember, that leverage, if you're going to use a lot of leverage, you got to have some serious risk appetite, because you can lose it pretty quickly. So make sure you know what you're doing. Do not leverage trade if you don't already know what you're doing. And let's move on to the updates today. We got TERRA Classic right here, down 6% today. We did have a nice gain over the last week or so, but we are coming down a little bit. This momentum up here was all due to the new news around the burn, that 1.2% burn. And we did have some nice news come in, with CoinIn being the first centralized exchange to actually support this coin burn. This 1.2% burn so far, burning 1.3 million LUNC Classic and continuing to do this. If we want to see a massive burn and a lot of this circulating supply over here come down, we're going to need to have the bigger exchanges coming in and doing this burn. We got Binance, Bithumb, KuCoin, FTX, and Huobi all as the biggest exchanges, making up almost all of the daily volume. Remember, the proposition for the 1.2% burn was for on-chain transactions, so there's no guarantee we're even going to get it from the centralized exchanges, because centralized exchanges don't trade on-chain. That's why they're centralized. But if they do happen to go from on-chain, which they haven't yet, they haven't even implemented it on-chain, but if they do happen on-chain and then they move onto the exchanges, this could be very good. But remember, don't put all your eggs in one basket, because we are in a bear market. Now let's listen to what CZ had to say about all of this going on.
Because I also saw a bunch of messages about that. No one's clear what exactly that burn is supposed to be. Is the team burning it? Is the exchanges burning it? Is it somebody else burning it? Should we charge a fee of like 1.3% for every deposit and burn 1.2% of it? Should we burn that?
You can see, just like us, we're not sure exactly what's happening with this burn. We don't know for sure when it's coming in, whether or not the centralized exchanges have to do anything, will do anything. And that's pretty much exactly what CZ is saying here.
The revenue we make, should we go zero fees on LUNC? So it's not clear what exactly that proposal is. Should we just burn all of our users LUNC? I think if you take a pool of asking specific users if they're willing to burn 1.2% of their LUNC they hold, most people will probably say no.
Right. It's interesting. Would you guys be willing to burn 1.2% of the LUNC that you hold on your Binance exchange? 1.2% of everything that you hold. This might be good for the greater good, but would you be willing to do it? Sacrifice 1.2% of what you're holding?
I did ask our team, but we'll figure it out. Okay. I think as long as there's a common, consistent way and fair way that applies to everybody, we're more than happy to support whatever the community agrees on.
So pretty interesting stuff there. CZ is more than happy to support the 1.2% burn and support LUNC Classic going forward if it does benefit the community and of course his customers on the exchange, which is completely fair enough and good to see. With that said, hopefully I provided you with some value today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.